Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems, and welcome back to MX Simulator, where we're taking our first look at the 2025 Foxborough Supercross Round 12 of Moto Option Supercross, Round 12 of Monster Energy Supercross here that we're going to see tonight in Sim, and going to get our first peek at this track, see how it plays, see how the Race Factor Gaming track crew built it, and obviously what we could look forward to this weekend in real life as well. It is going to rain probably this weekend, so we're not going to see this exact same track, to be honest with you. I feel like it's going to either change a lot or they'll just lower a lot of the jumps down. We won't see Supercross triples and stuff like that, but at least beforehand, for now, you guys get a look at what the layout should look like if they're able to keep it pretty dry. I know the track is going to be covered. Press day festivities have already been canceled, so they're going to try what they can, just like they did in Seattle, to keep it dry, but I'm pretty sure it's going to rain on Saturday as well, unlike what Seattle gave us, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, talking about the track this week, Foxborough, football stadium, so we're going to have that kind of a typical football stadium layout. We got a little split section this week, little raised corner right here into the outside section. I think you're going to have a lot of guys going inside right there. Then we go through the first turn complex. It seems like outside 3 in is going to be a little bit faster through here because it certainly sets you up to at least quad something in there. I'll have to figure out what. And then out of here, looks like 3ing in is going to be pretty good because then you can 3 this guy and at least 4-1, maybe 5 all the way into the corner. But doubling in sets you up to do the big single as a triple jump, which obviously is a bit slower. Finish line jump, Supercross triple, inside, outside options after this because you could go over the inside roller, you could go outside. I think you could go over this table double into the Supercross triple if you're a little bit more on the beginner side, but I think most people will want to go on-off and kind of soak that thing up. Then you got a roller coming out of this corner and then get up on top of these bad boys. Little 9 set of whoops as per usual. Charge back down the start straight into this little little split section into the raised corner. Like I said, I think everyone's going to probably want to go inside here. I don't imagine many people will go outside, but I don't know. I don't race this series full time anymore. All right, so let's see what lines we can do through here. Let's see if this quad's possible. Definitely possible there. So 3 jump that, and then out of this corner, get that 3 in. Oh, a little bit short. And then, like I said, I think through this next section, I'm going to go back and try it again just to really feel it out. I think through this next section, you will be able to get all the way out into the corner, but let's see if we can. So get this 3 in, pop that, 3 this, and then I didn't get down in transition enough. So I think you're really going to need to get that lander before the tabletop a little bit cleaner to still jump all the way into the corner. And then I guess maybe I don't think it would be possible to jump all the way onto the table from that 3-foot single 4 jumps in, but maybe some guys will get it. I don't know. I think pretty much everyone's going to go inside here and jump up onto this table off. It's just going to be faster if you can get it, but obviously it's not the easiest thing to do. And then the rest of the track, like I said, I think is pretty standard. We really just have those 2 rhythm sections that I think are going to be some make or break sections because the whoops this week feel a little bit more rolled out and easy. As I say that, of course, I'm going to crash in them. But maybe a little bit more rolled out easy on the whoops this week. And then the split section, raised corner, yeah, that might be a little bit unique. I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to be faster to jump up into this corner. But maybe it will just because you can carry speed to the outside and kind of rip all the way through this corner. I'm almost talking myself into it, but then you can't triple out of the top, so you got to jump this single across the start, and you'll lose a little bit of speed because of that. Outside 3 in, 3 again, and then if you can get in this transition, get that quad into the corner, but it's Burley, so definitely not a 250 line, but 3-3-3-1, definitely a 250 line, I would have to imagine. All right, I'm going to try to really get a good run through this corner here. So then 3 in. Oh, didn't land in that pocket very clean. Yeah, I doubt 4ing up onto this table is going to be doable. So let's try to actually just run some laps based on the lines that I know are going to be possible. Actually, I'm going to take one more run where I try that inside roller thing coming through the first turn complex, because if you can get over that clean, you might set yourself up for a 2-3-3-3 clean into the corner without hitting the bigs, I believe, based on how those jumps are lined up, but we'll get back to it and see if I'm correct or not. Interesting track layout. A lot of 90s. Again, well, not a lot. We got a sweeper, and then 2 distinct 90s, and then a raised corner that's a little bit more than a 90 that feels like it's going to end up being pretty one line. So yeah, I don't know. This track to me is kind of unique, but more or less ends up kind of just being pretty standard at the end of it. You just have a couple interesting little poked out sections like this one here. All right, so let's try to go to this inside through this corner. Again, I think if you can get over this first one pretty clean, double in. We're not going to double it clean because it got into the tough blocks. But if you go 2, 3, 3, 3 through here, maybe if you're a 250 guy and you hug that inside clean and you can get the 3 after a little bit smoother, maybe that's the go-to there, just because you don't have to swing way outside to set that up. But let's go 2 in, 3 here. Yeah, that 3 is pretty easy. Then you 3 again over the big and 3 into the corner. So that is very smooth and fluid getting through that. And then, yeah, just 3 in, 3 again, 4 over this single jump right here into the corner. Pretty standard stuff. All right, let's try to put some laps in, shall we? Finish line jump into the Supercross triple. Nice little section right there. I like that back-to-back right there. I think we're going to have back-to-back dually options available tonight in Moto Option Supercross. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Moto Option Supercross is the pro series in MX Simulator. Been racing it for coming up on 2 decades at this point, and we've been the main broadcasting source of it for over a decade. So if you guys head over to Start Your Systems TV on YouTube, you guys can watch it live there, or you can watch it live on Facebook, or you can watch it live on Twitch or TikTok. We're in a lot of different places. But yeah, that is the series that will go off at 6:15 p.m. Pacific, 9:15 p.m. Eastern this evening. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. All right, so 3 in, 3 again. I wonder if you could 3 over that big and then 3 into the corner. Or 4 over the big and then 3 into the corner. All right, this is going to be the best option or the best time I'll have it getting onto that 4. That's burly. Doable? Yes. Every lap? Absolutely not. So maybe a quali line for all you guys out there. Braden Carter, if you guys are watching. Quali line possibility right there. We have a quad alert in the rhythm section. Actually, both rhythm sections more than likely have some quad options in them. All right, so let's put a lap together here. Like I said, get this on off clean. Soak up that single. That single actually is much steeper than I expected it to be. It looked more rolled out from the overhead view when I was taking a screenshot of the track earlier today. Get through these whoops clean. Turn on a dime and leave a nickel change. And then soak that up so we can double up into the corner, double off. Nice getting through there. Oh, man. You can almost 4 in right there. That's how much speed you're carrying in from the outside. And then sets it up maybe even a little bit easier there. Definitely 3 in here, though. 3 again. They definitely lowered that 3-foot single lip in the middle of that rhythm section to make it so you don't do the quad onto the table. Like, that is a design choice that Race Factory put together. And I would almost bet, actually, if we go back over here, another design choice they probably took, because they love doing this with finish line jumps, is if you want to try to jump over the triple face here, there is probably a wall. Oh, there's not. Oh. Or did I just go under it? There might be. I feel like this is the same thing that happened last week. I got almost to the very end of the video showing off the track, and then I found something sneaky. So, yeah, all you players out there, maybe racing tonight, if you're on a 450, could consider this option. It's big. You got to grease it. To get over that triple face, you never know. It could set you up for an interesting pass, because then you're in the air forever. So maybe that's not ideal. But this double into the corner here, you're staying so much lower to the ground than the Supercross finish line double. So you're in the air for a minute, but then the double out is tiny. So options aplenty. Well, it hooked a right turn off that triple face right there. Through the whoops we go one more time, though. Going to finish up this lap, and we'll call it a video for you fine people at home. Interesting layout here in Foxborough this week. Hopefully the rain doesn't get us too bad, but I have a feeling it probably will. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, though. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the series, about this track, about how to get it in your game, anything along those lines, I am more than happy to help you in the description below, or in the comments below. So please feel free to reach out down there, and we'll chat back to you. But yeah, going off the track, jumping back on, busting a little quad right there. This is Foxborough 2025. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one. So long for now. If you liked that video, be sure to subscribe to the channel for much more motocross gaming content.